Hello everyone, it has been more than a month since the Galaxy A56 was launched, and we did a gaming test when it was first launched, and we said that, well, the Exynos 1580 performance is actually okay. It's just that the games, they don't really, well, they are not really that compatible with this phone yet, the new chipset I mean. So once again, we're going to revisit the gaming test of the Galaxy A56 1 month later to see how it actually performs. So I will once again go through the specs real quick here. This is the exact phone we used last month to do the gaming test, so you can see everything is the same. So I don't really know why I'm showing you the specs, but yeah, everything is the same. If you want to check out the full review for this phone, we have already published it on our channel. We even took this phone to Taiwan to use it as a Wi-Fi hotspot, took a lot of pictures with it, and I really like the cameras on this phone. It's even better than the Xiaomi 15 Ultra if you ask me. But then again, today we're here to do the gaming test, so let's just jump straight into Genshin Impact. Before we begin though, I will have to show you that in Game Booster we are using this exact same setting as well. So performance mode, everything at the, well, technically just following the performance mode, that's about it. Nothing else has changed. Okay, now we're in Genshin Impact. I don't really know what I should be doing because honestly speaking, version 5 has been really boring to me, so I guess I'll just farm some stuff. Let's just go craft this, and then we shall go spend our resin in the artifact domain. I think they still have the 2x bonus. As of recording this video, we are which day is this again? 19th of April. So if you're farming this domain for the cow lady, I forgot what's the name. This cow lady. Yeah, the team name is very appropriate, I think. So she is technically the best character for this domain, but not for me. I think my Raiden is better because I hate that enemy that becomes a ball. That weasel thing? Is it a weasel? Look like a weasel. So I'll show you my rotation on how I defeat this thing, okay? Okay, the reason why it's lagging is quite obvious because of shaders. I don't know why for Genshin Impact in particular, the shaders are very problematic, and if you just try to, you know, after you compile the shaders, I will show you what happened, okay? I was supposed to do the gaming test for the Vivo V50 Lite, but the shader compilation for Genshin Impact took forever. That's why I swapped over to this phone. And well, this phone doesn't have the shader compiling thing, but well, that is why it's actually kind of laggy during our first run in the domain, because it has to cache the shader. So the second run will be a lot smoother. So let me just show you here. I need to farm this domain for many times. This is a rubbish artifact. So as a quick reminder, we are playing it at the low graphical preset. Yes, low graphical preset, but set it to 60 FPS. That's about it. This is the exact same settings as the first gaming test as well. Again, shader caching, they have to do it every part of the game, so that's why the first time you're doing such a thing in the game, it kind of stutters for a while, but if you do it the second time, then it's smooth. Shader caching. I have not explored a lot of this map yet, but I also need to spend my resin, and I'm kind of low on money, so let's just farm money. So let's have a bit of fun and use the cow lady. My cow lady is definitely not built yet, but she's usable. Oh wow, the shader caching is... What? See, the second time that we're doing whatever we want to do in the game, it's a lot smoother. Playing her on mobile is a challenge, especially with touchscreen. Oh, I should have used a controller. That didn't cross my mind. Honestly speaking, I have no idea why I got the cow lady. Because my Nuvilette is so much better than whatever Netland characters can do. It's not about the nuke damage, it's about consistency. Nuvilette is real consistent. Aya. Yo. So I farmed all of the resin. I farmed a lot of artifact domain and whatnot, and I've been in the game for like around 20 minutes, somewhere around there, and I can see that the temperature has stabilized. The power consumption is also pretty much like around 5 watts average, and we're getting like around 40-ish FPS. Not too bad. The stutters were due to shader caching, but once it cached the shaders, it's actually performing smoothly, I would say. I mean, we could just lower the graphical settings to get 60 FPS, but We are technically using the same graphical settings as the first gaming test that we done a month ago. So do I want to change it to lowest? Okay, so now we are back with the absolute lowest graphical settings. It is not the absolute lowest because there's also compatibility mode, but it looked like S, so better don't enable it. So yeah, once again, lowest graphical settings, 60 FPS. Genshin Impact, I would still say it's a bit weird for this phone because as you can see here, the CPU utilization is nowhere near 100%. GPU is also nowhere near 100%, but somehow the frame rate, it only hovers at around 30-ish FPS. As you can see, even the wattage is very low as well, 2.24 watts only. Okay, so for Zenless Zone 0, what we're gonna do here is literally everything at the lowest, including the rendering at the lowest, because this was what we used during the initial gaming test last month. So we will just stick to all of these options, and if we walk around, shader caching again. I don't know why it's so egregious on this phone in particular. But yeah, we're getting quite good frame rates once the shader has been cached. I spoke too soon, but yeah, this area, shader cache are nearly 60. So let's head into game. Shader caching. One thing I'm amazed though, even though it doesn't surpass like 30-ish FPS, it's consistent. I mean, there's no major frame dips. So there's no major stutters, which is good. I don't think I realized this during the initial gaming test for this phone, but yeah, it's really consistent for this fight. Now that's a shader cache that happened. Ayo, don't smack me. Ayo. My telegram is blaring. Not now, whoever it is. I think this is my best performing round ever. Yeah, 10 million. I managed to get it to stun at the way end there. Is this 10 million? 100 million? 107 million. Wow, okay. Overall performance more or less the same as the first one, so I don't think anything has changed, but we'll do a comparison later on. And now comes COD Warzone. Remember the first time when we tested this game, it had a lot of graphical issues. So now we are going to use back the exact same settings. I think visual quality very low, upscaling quality high. Is that what we were using last time? Can't remember, but we'll go on with all of these. So this one, yes. Oh lordy, I think we cannot proceed with COD Warzone. Look at that. I mean, barring the... Yeah, this is the exact same issue as a month ago. Oh lordy, it's still not fixed. Dear God, what's taking them so long? Now, when these kind of things happen, you either blame the phone brand, in this case Samsung, or the game developer. Remember last time, I forgot the Xiaomi, I forgot what Xiaomi phone was that. Same issue. But yeah, you can see those purple color things. Those are the texture not loading, or at least the reflection is not proper. But either way, yeah, it's just not loading properly. Shader caching is an issue, it keeps on stuttering, which is the exact same issue a month ago. Really disappointing that Samsung has not fixed it yet, so well, either Samsung or the game developer. Yeah, this kind of stutters, graphical glitches. Yeah, I would still say this is unplayable. Yep, COD Warzone same issue as before, unplayable, disappointing. Okay, we are now in Wuthering Waves. Now this game is gonna run better than Genshin Impact. I don't really know why, because all of the other phones are the same as well. So we're playing it at, I forgot what mode this is. I think it's balance. Yes, balance 60 FPS, and these are all of the settings that we are using. It could be due to the presence of FSR, but yeah, Wuthering Waves is always performing better than Genshin Impact. So I'm really not sure what I should do in the game. I've been playing a bit more of Wuthering Waves these days because Genshin version 5 is, well, the entire patch is kind of ass, so I need something to play. So Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone 0, I guess. Let's just spend the resin thing. Might as well record here, right? Whatever goes. The experience here is just a lot smoother compared to Genshin. The frame rate has dropped, probably because of thermal throttling, but the temperature is real low. It's below 40 degrees Celsius. I can confirm that because I don't feel much warmth behind. So that's certainly weird. But then again, this phone is a bit weird, right? So yeah, I think that's it for Wuthering Waves. I can kind of tell you that it has thermal throttled, kind of, and it dropped to like about 30 something FPS, no longer the ever wonderful like around 60 FPS when we got during the beginning of this Wuthering Waves gaming test, but still, it's good. I mean, we are playing it at the balanced graphical quality, not even the lowest, so if we lower it, it should last a lot longer before thermal throttling. But even with the balanced graphical preset, I would say it's acceptable. It's good. So now that we've done the gaming test, we can compare first with Genshin Impact. We can see the original render resolution 1872 by 864. Power draw was 5.33 watts, maximum was 60, average was 43.6, but as you can see here, it kind of hovers up and down, kind of, somewhere around the tail end here. It usually is at around, I would say, 37, somewhere around there. And yeah, it definitely has thermal throttle because you can see there's a flatline temperature here, and the power consumption is also kind of flatline somewhere around here. So when we compare it with what we had just now, same render resolution, beginning was about kind of high frame rate and eventually dropped to like 35.9. So the average here is not reliable because the original gaming test, as we can see, this part was taken into account as well, and this part was also taken into account. And what I care about is this tail end part, because eventually when it thermal throttles, this is what you're gonna get. So if we compare it back with the gaming test we did just now, we can see the frame rate averages at somewhere around 35, somewhere around there as well. So I would say nothing much has changed compared to the original gaming test. So when we look at Zenless Zone 0 original gaming test, we can see it is usually somewhere around slightly below 30 FPS, somewhere around there. Power consumption was at around 4.17 watts, kind of low, but let's just go back to what we had just now, and you can see render resolution the same as well, 1872 by 864, 4.2 watts, average frame rate also more or less the same, around 30. So nothing has changed. COD Warzone, I didn't record it because it's still buggy as heck, so just don't bother with it for now, because yeah, I just want to talk about COD Warzone for a while. It's been more than a month because the last time I did this gaming test was on 12th March 2025. Today is, what's the date today? I mean, it's past midnight, but 20th April 2025. It's still having the exact same issue. Nothing has changed, which is rather disappointing. I thought having a month to fix all of these issues is enough, but apparently not. So for Wuthering Waves, this is the best performing game, I would say, because for whatever reason, Wuthering Waves is just a lot more optimized compared to Genshin. And as you can see here, 5.67 watts, it eventually did thermal throttle somewhere around the halfway point. The thermal limit is only at 40 degrees Celsius, which is very, very, very low. And as you can see here, once it thermal throttled, it dropped to around like 30-ish FPS, which is, I would say, kind of okay, but not really. And as you can see, the original gaming test, Wuthering Waves here, It also thermal throttled at around 40 degrees Celsius as well. So again, I would say it's been a month, nothing much has changed in terms of the graphical performance. So if you are considering to get the Galaxy A56 for gaming, kind of depends on what games you're playing. Some of it is still not fixed, like COD Warzone is still the same mess as ever. Genshin Impact, Zone 0, Wuthering Waves, they are okay. Just have to keep in mind that the thermal limit is very low. So if you play these games for a while, then yeah, after a while thermal throttling will kick in and then the frame rate will be rather low. So do keep that in mind. So yeah, that's it for the Galaxy A56 1 month later gaming performance. Still the same. I don't think I will do a 2 month later or 3 months later, whatever, but do let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Again, the full review for this phone is already out on our channel. The cameras are amazing, so you can check that out. And I'll leave all of the links at the end screen here and also down in the description below. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.